All right, everyone. This is going to be an interesting video. I just wanted to make this video to tell you guys that there is going to be some big changes on my YouTube, right? I've built this platform up for the last 4 to 5 months. We're sitting at about 25,000 subscribers right now, and we're at a point where we're at the next level of growth, right? The first level of growth was building the foundation, getting as many men on the platform as possible, on my platform, on my YouTube as possible, to consume the content that I could help them grow and, get to the point where they feel like they have the foundations of being multidimensionally jacked. So that means socially jacked, spiritually jacked, mentally jacked, financially jacked, and physically jacked, right? Those are the 5. But now we want to take this level a step further, right? We want to now get to a point where you start to see monetary success, right? Same way that I've been seeing monetary success, but it goes up and down because I'm an entrepreneur. That's what I'm also going to be teaching, right? But it's time to really start getting to the high level, because a lot of people who've watched this channel, a lot of people have asked me, hey, Martel, can you go deeper into certain topics? Can you talk more about entrepreneurship? Can you talk more about how you built your YouTube, how you built your personal brand? Can you talk about how you've leveraged that for different opportunities? You mentioned that before. This is what my channel will start to become. Right? I will ease it in there. And the thing is, my mission now is to help entrepreneurs build digital charisma, to build their personal brand, to grow their personal brand on YouTube. That is the goal right now. I want to literally build up as many successful YouTube channels, entrepreneurs with YouTube channels, as I possibly can. And from there, I want to then go to another level, which I won't talk about now, but this will be the next level, right? A lot of people, they will build this audience that is just self-improvement drunk for way too long, for like literally up to 500,000 subscribers, and they'll wonder why they can't necessarily service these people as best as they can, because these people are still on that lower level. I want to now aggressively go beyond that level and target the people who are actually in my existing network. I only like deal with entrepreneurs and people who are providing value. That's like my network. So now I'm at that level where I can start to attract more of those people to, for example, join Training Grounds, which is pretty much building your personal brand on YouTube. I teach you how to build your personal brand on YouTube. You have a group of people who are doing the same, and they do channel audits with you. They do video audits with you as well, right? And I do that on group calls once a week. I show you how to build your channel. I show you how to think about different ideas, big ideas that you can use. So that's Training Grounds. That's what it's becoming now. There's going to be the training aspect, because what I didn't mention is, with this large mission of helping entrepreneurs build their digital charisma or digital presence on YouTube, their personal brand, there's an element to it where you have to understand communication, you have to understand persuasion, you have to understand these basic social mastery. And then on the other side, you have to actually build your self-image, because that matters. So nothing that I've said before will ever change in terms of the content. You'll still see fitness content. You'll still see self-improvement content to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, it's to push towards this vision of building a successful personal brand on YouTube that will then monetize you forever, right? You'll be able to build infinite connections, and you will be an important person in society. So that's where the channel's moving. And so for me, it was just time to do that now, because we've gotten to a point where everyone has now tuned in. The concepts will start to repeat and rinse and repeat themselves, and it will start to get stale. I've seen this happen on different channels. So moving to another layer, which is the actual creator business side of things, is going to be very interesting. There's going to be a lot more in-depth tutorials, how to actually look at YouTube analytics to figure out, best keywords to use. So keyword search optimization, because I have to start implementing these things, because my raw talk method, or my authentic, like just one take method, is great. But now I got to start systemizing everything, right? I got to start figuring out how I can get another edge. Now there's going to be thumbnail designs, minimal thumbnail designs, but there's going to be understanding click-through rates with that, right? Changing up titles, experimenting with titles, split testing, all of these things I'm going to start doing that are more on the technical side. I'll be teaching as well, so you understand how to do it. And in my community Training Grounds, I'll be doing the same. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this goes. And again, this is for primarily men, but women as well. If you're trying to build your personal brand, if you need someone to help you, if you need a community to help you, Training Grounds is that thing now. It's not just fitness. There will be the fitness element that's still there, But now we focus on building YouTube channels and building networks of people who are constantly building their channels so that we have that network effect, right? So that's what's going to be very interesting about this next phase that I'm excited that you guys will be a part of. It's not going to feel drastic. There's going to be a gradual increase of the personal brand. I'm going to introduce it more and more. If you guys want me to just jump straight into it, I can do it as well. So comment below if you want that. But right now, my biggest focus is making a smooth transition to then doing that and owning that as a space on YouTube, right? Because that is actually a very valuable skill and a very valuable outcome for most people. And it's not hard. It's just you have to think about it a different way, and that's what I'm good at doing. So it's just basically downloading myself into each one of you guys that watch these videos. There will be some, day in the lives. There will be some vlogs as well because this is my personal brand, right? I'm just now honing in on one skill that I want to be able to educate people on while also continuously improving myself, which is a part of my entire personal brand in the first place. So it all works out. So that's where it's going to be interesting. A lot of the people who came in just for pure entertainment or for just vanity metrics when it comes to self-improvement, you guys can leave. But the people who are here to seriously improve and grow and actually start to make money and free themselves from the traps that they're in right now, this is the channel for you. This is the channel that's going to help you build that personal brand that will pay you forever, that will give you endless amounts of opportunities. But again, it's all about how you look at it. It's all about how you move. It's all about how you pay attention to what I'm telling you, how you see me evolving. I'm the walking proof of everything that I teach. Everything that I've said on videos, I'm the walking proof. So I'm here to help you guys. The next step is going to essentially be the one-on-one coaching. Right? So now I'll start to do one-on-one coaching, not for fitness, but actually for, again, digital charisma, building your personal brand on YouTube, helping you with communication, helping you with figuring out titles, helping you with figuring out how your brand identity should be, how you can have a congruent brand on YouTube so that everything aligns, right? How to figure out what types of videos you want to put out. How should the setup be? How should the aesthetic of your page be? What should your colors be? What should your brand token be? Right? Understanding what you want to use so that people can remember you by what you use. Andrew Tate was a cigar. Iman Gadzhi was for the glasses. Mike Thurston is just body, right? Like there's different ways that, people will remember you by, but you have to figure out all these things to set your page up, and then we'll coach you. I'll help you with all of your videos. That's going to be a one-on-one coaching opportunity. You can do a free brand strategy call with me if you're looking at how this could potentially work and kind of getting a kickstart. Link is in the description. Free. It's an hour call with me. I love doing this stuff, so I'll break down your channel. I'll break down your strategy, figure out the best way to do it, apply a little bit of my frameworks into helping you jumpstart. And if it makes sense for you, we can continue working with each other. But that's my one-on-one coaching, right? Those are the two things that I will be pushing right now because that will help a lot of people genuinely improve their presence online. Because you have to understand, with the way that society is moving right now, I don't care if you're an entrepreneur or not. Even if you're not an entrepreneur, you need a personal brand. You need to be putting your thoughts on the internet, and you need to be able to articulate yourself. You need to have better communication. You need to have a better setup, which is everything that I teach you, by the way. You need this to get a job now. Because I know a lot of people are like, well, I'm not an entrepreneur. Why do I need to build a YouTube channel? Because when you go to apply for a job, if you don't have a social presence, if you make a YouTube, you already stand out from every other job applicant, right? So now that you have that YouTube, they're going to watch it. They're going to see your opinions. They're going to see your views, which they were already going to see in the interview. It's just basically now you're a warm lead for them, right? Or they're a warm lead for you. So they already have seen your content. They're familiar with you. You have a higher chance of getting hired. On top of that, you stand out from 99% of the people who don't post content. So it does help you actually get a job. I literally, when I was in the workforce, I never had to send a resume through, ever. Never. Everything was content. Because I created content on LinkedIn, created content on Twitter, created content on Instagram, I didn't ever need to do that because all the recruiters just saw how I thought, and I was a thought leader. The goal is for you to become a thought leader, for you to be communicative, to actually share unique ideas that people want to hear that will help people understand who you are. That's the whole point of building a personal brand. And it will monetize you forever, whether it's with a job, with a business, because you can always tie multiple businesses on the back end of a personal brand. Like Mr. Beast, for example, is a personal brand. He has multiple businesses. Alex Hormozy, personal brand, has multiple businesses. Andrew Tate, personal brand, has multiple businesses. right? All of these little personal brands, these big personal brands have multiple businesses. The Rock, multiple businesses. Terramon is the biggest one, but he probably has other little businesses that also feeds into who he is. So it's important for everyone to build their personal brand. But again, you either have to have a skill or you have to have a business for it to be very successful for you early. Because my goal is to get everybody who works with me to at least 1,000 subscribers in 6 months of working with me, even if they're at 0. If you're already at 1,000, you're at 2,000, I want you to get another 5,000 subscribers working with me for 6 months, right? That's my goal. I can do it. I can do it with people. They just have to trust me and trust the process, right? So that's pretty much the video, just to tell you about the change that I'm going to be making. Sign up to the email newsletter as well. I'm going to be dropping a lot of my thoughts in there as well. But I'm excited for this change because it's going to really help a lot of people in figuring out, because most people, they don't want a job. Most people, they don't even want a legitimate like regular just stable business. They want like to be creators. They want to be on YouTube. They want to get paid ad revenue. They want to maybe even coach people. They don't want like an agency or anything like that, right? So I do help, agency owners, because if you create content, you can get a lot of leads as well. But that's pretty much the gist of this video. I wanted to kind of put this out there. Again, the views have been dropping a little bit, and I understand that because I'm making a transition. Every time you make a transition, your views will drop. You will end up transitioning, but it will take some time for it to pick back up. But this gives me an opportunity to literally capture a huge audience that's untapped in the entrepreneurial space, in the creator space, millions of people to tap into, right? So I'm excited. Everything's still going to be there. Everything self-image, fitness, nutrition, mindset is still going to be there. Charisma is going to be now included. So when it comes to communication, when it comes to body language, when it comes to persuasion, when it comes to social mastery, all of that will be there as well. I will be touching all of those different points, and also adding in the technical aspect of building a personal brand, how to think about it, how to actually analyze your channel to find the best videos to make, how to look through YouTube analytics. All of that stuff will now be talked about on a regular basis. So I appreciate y'all, and I will catch you on the next video. Again, remember, it's always going to be like this. Conquer the world, conquer your life, conquer yourself. Share this with a friend who needs this, who is interested in getting on YouTube. All of the advice that I'm going to give is going to be paramount for anybody. It is going to change the game for them, just like it changed the game for me. So I appreciate you guys, and I'm going to catch you on the next video.